guys, welcome back to another video. So today this is going to be Let's Fix It episode 4. So if you haven't seen any of the Let's Fix It videos before, it's just a very basic sort of editing style, just of me pretty much fixing the RCs when I've been out bashing and I've damaged them, or they need a few little repairs doing. You know, it's just another way for me to make videos on a more regular basis that aren't too time consuming. There's not too much, you know, cinematic stuff going on. Pure and simple, just me fixing the RCs, and that's pretty much it. So guys, I do want to start today's video by actually saying a massive thank you to my 300th subscriber, which I'm going to put on the screen now, and that's Niall Jeffries. So yeah, thank you very much for being the 300th person to actually subscribe to the channel. It really does mean a lot. Again, I've said it in the past, I'm not going to keep saying it. I really do appreciate the support, guys. I didn't even think I was going to get 10 subscribers, so I massively appreciate it. And yeah, definitely topping 300 has made me a very proud person. Also, I do want to say the weather is absolutely horrific tonight. Take a look at this. So this is just like your typical British weather. It's absolutely throwing it down. So yeah, that is your typical British weather. It's supposed to be summertime, and it is absolutely throwing it down outside. Guys, I do also want to take this opportunity to say that Banggood have finally delivered my Sky RC GPS, speedometer, speedo, whatever you want to call it. I've been waiting absolutely ages for this thing to turn up. It was on back order for ages. It has finally turned up, so I'll definitely be doing some speedrun stuff on the channel very soon. I have got a lot planned, a lot of things I'm actually going to be doing with this, so yeah, it'll definitely be worth a watch. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I think with the Sky RC speed meter, I just want to make a point about saying that it's obviously worth noting the firmware is ungradable. So not necessarily upgradable, just to make you all aware, the firmware is definitely ungradable. So yeah, sorry Sky RC, I'm not trying to make fun of your product, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you mean upgradable. I'd like to think you mean upgradable. So yeah, let's just that's the joke out of the way, guys. Let's crack on. I haven't got too much time tonight. It's been a very busy day. I want to get the Triton fixed up. I did take it out for a bash the other day. I will leave a link in the description to that video if you haven't already seen it. I actually took it to a different bashing place that I've used in the past. I've been there many years ago. There's a few little sort of mounds and jumps, you know, so I did have some fun with it. Took some good slow-mo shots. So yeah, that video is definitely worth a watch. I do have a massive soft spot for the Triton. It reminds me a lot of my Stampede VXL that I had quite a few years ago, and yeah, it's definitely an affordable way to get into a two-wheel drive monster truck that isn't a Stampede. Okay guys, I've talked enough. Let's get into today's video. Let's get the Triton all fixed up, and then hopefully, you know, we'll be good to go and good to take this thing out for another bash very soon. Guys, the poor Triton didn't take too well the other day from all the abuse. If you didn't actually get to see that video, like I said, I'm going to link to that video in the description below. It's definitely worth a watch. So yeah, I mean, this thing took some proper abuse. I was out running this thing for quite a while. I did put initially put 2S packs through this thing, and I did stick a 3S pack in, and that's when things went wrong. And yeah, pretty much the whole back end gave way. One of the dog bones actually fell out. Obviously the shock cap popped off, all the oil's leaked out, so I'm going to have to see what oil I've got available to refill that with. So yeah, definitely a great truck. There's a couple of little things obviously I have mentioned in my previous videos. See if I can actually show you on this. I mean, this thing is in a sorry state at the moment. So one of the main issues with the Triton, it could be Corelli products, Team Corelli products in general, I'm not sure, but I do only own the Team Corelli Triton at the moment. I'm not sure if you can see, but the screws actually like to work their way out. They like to back out on themselves, if you like. I'm not sure what you want to call it, but the screws do like to unscrew themselves a little bit, and it's definitely a bit of an issue. So I'm going to be thread locking those as well today. I could use super glue, and some people have recommended I use super glue, but I'm a little bit against that because I do want to make sure that I can unscrew these if I need to. So I will just be using some thread lock on those today as well. So guys, I am actually running the Ghoul RC system on this. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I have covered this this truck quite a few times on the channel now. It's a 60 amp system. I have opted to not use the battery tie down, hold down, again, whatever you'd like to call it. So I'm just using a Velcro strap just to hold the batteries in. Saves a little bit of time. Also, I only have the 2S pack tie down. I haven't actually managed to get the 3S one yet. So yeah, I just think this is a little bit easier. You know, you can get the batteries in there quicker. You haven't got to worry about sticking the body clips in or anything like that. You know, you get on your way a lot quicker. Another issue, guys, whilst in transit the other day, somehow a body post managed to snap off, which you can see right there. Unfortunately, they are out of stock at the moment, so I'm going to have to wait a little while before I can replace that. So yeah, I mean, today the plan is just to get the rear end sorted out, obviously get the shock refilled, go over all the screws, you know, stick some thread lock on them, and then I've got a spare dog bone up there, so just get the thing actually up and running again, and then hopefully get the body post ordered as soon as they come back in stock, and get this thing back up and running fully again. So guys, I do want to make a point about saying that I am very tempted to take the beyondRC system out of this and actually put it into the WL Toys buggy that I've got. Main reason being, you know, I do feel there are some cogging issues again. I do feel the gearing is okay, but I just think in general the ESCs aren't great. You know, I think it's an ESC problem rather than a motor problem. But even so, you know, it's a cheap and cheerful system, which, you know, I do think will work perfectly fine in the WL Toys 14401 or 001. It's always a mouthful to say, so I'm hoping I said it right that time. I think I did. This is running the stock brush setup at the moment. Again, I believe it's a 550 brushed motor for the size of the actual kite itself, being a 1/14 scale buggy. That motor is definitely oversized for the application. Very, very quick on the included 2S LiPo. So yeah, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to be doing quite a few videos on this when I choose to upgrade it. But I think the first thing I'm going to actually try, because I already have it, is the beyondRC setup in this, and then I will hopefully stick a hobby wing or equivalent in the Triton. Right guys, so there we go. So I'm going to stick the camera on a tripod. Again, you know, it's a very basic video today. There's not a huge amount of editing involved. These Let's Fix It videos are just quite basic and simple, to be fair. It's just another way for me to get the videos out there. So guys, I'm going to stick you on a tripod and then hopefully get this thing fixed up. Obviously I'm not going to be able to fix the body post because that has snapped off and it's out of order. Sorry, it's on back order like I mentioned. So we're just going to get this thing in a rolling state again, so that it's actually working and it's not in, you know, it's not in bits, it's not in a sorry state like it is at the moment. Once it's up and running, as soon as that part comes in, I'll get it ordered, and then that'll be that. Like I said, I probably will take the beyondRC system out of this and put it into the WL Toys buggy, and then hopefully look at getting a hobby wing system or equivalent to actually put in the Corelli Triton. So guys, I have refilled the shock. I have only got 30 weight oil at the moment, shock oil, so I have had to just use that. This does feel quite good actually for 30 weight, so that'll do for the time being. I believe, I may be wrong, I dropped the shock. I may be wrong, but I believe standard factory spec is 60 weight, but 30 weight feels quite good actually, so I'm going to go with that for the time being. Guys, the next thing I'm going to do, I know I'm not in shot, don't worry, I am still here. Next thing I'm going to do is actually refit the new dog bone that I've got behind me, stick the shock back on, and then basically just take the front screws out, thread lock them and put them back in. Very quick, basic and simple video today guys, to be fair. Look, I said I was going to document all my little RC journeys, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I hope you enjoy it. If you don't, you know, give the video a thumbs down. What more can I say? I'm going to stick this on hyperlapse again. Never used hyperlapse before. I discovered it a couple of days ago actually. I didn't even know what it was. It's going to speed the video up massively. Obviously I don't have to speed the video up in the editing software, so again it's saving me time and effort. Obviously you don't get to see exactly what I'm doing, but guys, to be honest, it's pretty basic. I'm going to be sticking a dog bone back in there. What more do you need to see? I'm pretty sure all of you are RC enthusiasts anyway, and any beginners out there, you know, just if you need any help, just drop me a comment below. So yeah, let's get it done. I'm going to stick the camera on hyperlapse, go from there. Alright guys, so the shock is back on, new dog bone is in, that is all good. There's a little bit of oil actually leaking on the other shock, but I think that's just where the cap was off slightly. I have screwed that back on as well. I'm just going to give that a little tidy up. So this is what I'm going to show you on the front. So these screws actually back themselves out. Now I do believe this is due to the actual movement of the suspension arm itself. So as you can obviously see, you know, that movement does make the screws, especially these ones, the pin, you know, usually you'd use maybe pins and an E-clip on either side or whatever, a C-clip, whatever you want to call it. But what Corelli have done, they've actually used basically like a slider pin and then like a threaded screw on the end. I actually have some here, I'll show you. Bear with me. I've actually got some here. So as you can see, you've got your normal sort of slider pin, and then you've got a threaded Phillips screw on the end. And the problem with that is, you know, with the movement of the shock, they are going to, with the movement of the actual suspension arm, these do like to back out a little bit. So what I am going to do is take those out and thread lock them up, stick them back in, and hopefully that isn't going to be an issue ever again. Also, slight little leak on the front shock there, which is obviously again due to that cap not being on properly. This must have taken a bit of a hard landing, so it has just popped the cap off slightly, so I'm going to clean that up a little bit, refill it if necessary. I don't think it will be, but I'm going to have a look anyway. It's probably contaminated, so I may just empty that out and refill it just for just because it's the right thing to do. The first thing I'm going to do, guys, is actually take this shock off. Check to obviously put the cap back on, but I'm going to check to make sure all the oil hasn't actually leaked out. There has been a leakage, which is never great. As I did say before, I am only using 30 weight oil. It's all I have with me at the moment. I have got some more on order, different weight oils on order. So yeah, for the time being, this will have to do. Okay guys, so this thing has lost most of the oil that was in there, so I'm going to be refilling this again with the 30 weight oil because that's all I have, and that will hopefully do for the time being. Again, you're always better off putting something in there rather than letting this thing run dry. Always, that's my attitude anyway. You're always better off running something rather than nothing. Stood by that for years and I've never gone wrong, so yeah. Obviously guys, I don't want you to think that I'm sloppy or slapdash, if you will. You know, I do like to do things properly, but the occasional little, you know, cheat here and there just to get you out of trouble or whatever, you know, it's acceptable. I mean, RC is it's a great hobby, and you do tend to make it your own. You do tend to put your own little take on it, so it's never a wrong thing that you're doing. And obviously there are many ways of doing certain things. It's whatever suits you. Okay, so that is all done, as you see, nice and smooth. I actually think the 30 weight feels quite nice on these, and I don't think it would do this any harm, to be fair. Just give the shock a little clean up. Then we will get it refitted. Okay, we are pretty much good with that. So the next thing, guys, I'm going to do is actually take this. So the shock screw there, I am not going to put any thread lock on because I don't feel that is necessary. I believe there must have been a hard impact, and that's why this screw has backed itself out. There's generally no other movement there, so I don't see why this would actually happen. This is a bit weird, but definitely with the hinge pin, yeah, I'm definitely going to stick some thread lock on that and then screw it back in, because I do not want that reversing out on itself, potentially coming out completely whilst I'm actually running this. The other side looks okay, so I am, and the back one's absolutely fine. I have already done those as well. Did those on the last Let's Fix It video, I believe. So I'm just going to stick a bit of thread lock on that screw, and that's it. Pretty much done for today, guys. Nice and short, to the point. Not much more I can say, really. Just going to give this a little wipe down as well before I finish, and then that will be that for today. So guys, we have gone pretty much as far as we can with the Triton now. It is basically repaired. Obviously, as you see, I've got some bits to order for this. I do need a new body post, new wheelie bar, because that has decided to snap as well. Obviously, a couple of the shocks were leaking there, but that's partly because the caps came loose. So the shocks are, you know, the shock condition is actually okay for the time being. And yeah, like I said, I'm potentially going to take apart the diff, check the condition, rebuild, re-grease, and then hopefully get this thing ready for a more powerful brushless system. Not only that, I'm going to be looking to upgrade the wheels and tyres. If you have any recommendations for a good set of wheels and tyres for a two-wheel drive monster truck, then stick them in the comments below, and I will consider those. Also potentially another body shell. Nothing wrong with the body shell that's on it. You know, to be fair, I quite like it. But again, I think it'd be nice to give this thing a custom touch. So guys, that is pretty much that for today's video. I'm not going to make it drag on too much. Just want to have a quick, well, just want to basically say to the winner of the beyondRC transmitter, I do actually have it with me at the moment. It's over here on the right. It's over here on the right. So the winner was actually Ange Fowler. I believe I did try to look back on the chat. Obviously there was a technical issue when I did the live stream. Things did work out in the end, and the chat did actually catch up with the video itself. So Ange Fowler, you did say, I believe you was going to get in contact with me. I haven't heard from you yet. I'm not sure if you're on holiday or you're away or wherever you are, but you did actually win the transmitter and receiver. Obviously I want you to get it, you know, fair and square. You won the transmitter and receiver. You haven't claimed it yet, so if you can, please contact me on beyondRC1@gmail.com. I believe I also do have my personal email address on my channel About Me page, so you can always contact me on there as well. Either address, or even on Instagram, just get in contact. And obviously we need to arrange for delivery for the transmitter and receiver. Guys, while we're talking about giveaways, obviously I did a 250 subscriber giveaway. I would like to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. I haven't actually had a proper look yet to see what would be worth actually giving away. If you have any ideas, feel free to let me know. Drop a comment down below again, what you would actually like to win. You know, obviously I've done a transmitter and receiver set, which was the Dumbo RCX4. My plans are to hopefully one day, if I reach the 1,000 mark, to do a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which will hopefully be an RC of some sort, which would be absolutely great. So if that sounds good to you, hit the subscribe button. But for the 500th, for the 500 subscriber mark, milestone, if you like, you know, maybe a brushless system, I don't know. Throw your suggestions in there, guys. Leave a comment down below, and hopefully I can try and give you what you want. Guys, I know I make the videos, but obviously, you know, it's also nice for me to get some recommendations or suggestions from you as to actually what you want to see on the channel. So yeah, you know, I'm always open to suggestions. I'm always open to, you know, what my subscribers would like to see. So again, drop a comment down below. I did say on my live stream that I am looking to do a 6S build. Hopefully with this motor. I have actually got 150 amp ESC spare as well, so I do have the motor and ESC actually sorted. It's just a case of finding a suitable rolling chassis to fit it into. If you have any ideas, maybe a hyper buggy for example, or I don't know, some sort of 1/8 scale monster truck conversion maybe, I have no idea. Again, leave a comment if you have any recommendations or anything you would like to see on the channel, guys. I'm going to leave it there today. I'm not going to let this drag on too long, and I'll see you again on the next video. Take care, guys, and I will see you soon.